is second grade math with Mr. Baird. Second grade math with Mr. Baird. Guys, this is all in preparation for you as you matriculate on to higher ground next year. You will be going to the third grade next year, guys, because you cannot stay with me another year. All right. So, of course, we want to start our day off with a review. And our review today is going to be a little something different. It is going to be word problems. So I want you to hear from another expert because I have said what I needed to say. I said what I said about the word problem. So let's hear it from the experts. Here we go.
What can you do to make a word problem easier to understand? You put in
Mm. Oh, I say that all the time. There's information. Oh, I say that too. And I also say that you must do what with that question? You must underline that question.
we have to figure out the answer to. Let's look at
Hmm. Visualizing.
I
Mm-hmm. Chocolate. Mine too.
just as
Visualizing.
now. By don't know the answer yet, I want you to try to leave a space where the answer should go. Mark as okay, I see. So add
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes sense. So in
All right, guys. So we created that fill in the blank sentence. We always, always, always say that. So let's now put it to practical work. Tommy has a collection of baseball cards. His friend gave him 9 new baseball cards for his birthday. Now he has 25 baseball cards. How many baseball cards did Tommy have in his collection before his birthday? So, of course, I need to underline my question. So, I'm trying to figure out how many cards did Tommy have in his collection before his birthday. So, my answer would say Tommy had blank baseball cards in his collection. All right, so now let's go back to the top to our information part of our word problem. Tommy has a collection of baseball cards. So, do we know how many are in his collection? We don't, so we can put a blank. His friend gave him 9 new baseball cards for his birthday. 9 new baseball cards for his birthday. All right, so if his friend gave him some, I think that's going to add more to his collection. So I am going to use an addition operation. So +9. Now he has 25 baseball cards. So blank +9 equals 25 because that is how much he had when he started his birthday. All right, we do not know. So we know that this number is going to be smaller than this number because we added to get to this number. So I can use this same number and take from to get to this number. So in my place value chart, I'm going to write my tens and my ones, and my new equation that I think that will help me solve it would be 25 subtract what? 25 subtract 9. Uh-oh. Okay. Equals. It's not letting me write like that. Let's see if I can do it with my mouse. Here we go. Equals what? All right, here we go. So I'm going to start with my 25. I know that 25 has 2 10s and 5 1s. I need to take 9 1s away. Well, I notice that I do not have 9 1s to take. So I must take a 10 and unbundle it over here. Now I have 9 1s that I can take. All right, so I am going to cross out my 9 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1s left. 6 1s left. And I have 1 10. So let's go back up. Tommy has a collection of baseball cards. How many baseball cards did Tommy have in his collection before his birthday? Tommy had 16 baseball cards in his collection before his birthday. Thank you for allowing me to solve that. And for our review, of course, we had to underline the question and we used a strategy. Now it is time for some new content. Yes. I can identify equal shares as fractions.
Yeah. Yeah. Cut it, 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 cut it.
Your piece is way too big. You need to cut it. You need to give me a piece. You need to cut it. So I can identify equal shares as fractions. In the previous 2 lessons, you have learned how to identify different elements by partitioning them into equal shares. Now we will take those equal shares and add a fractional unit to it. All right, so let's go on. Makai has a candy bar. He wants to share his candy equally with one other person. How can he partition his candy bar? So how can Makai partition his candy bar? He can partition it just like that because Makai is going to get this part and his friend is going to get this part. Now, what do we call 2 equal pieces? We call that halves. Now, I want you to identify the fractional unit for halves. So, this is 1 over 2, 1/2. We say 1/2 because on the bottom, it shows you how many pieces make up the whole. How many pieces make up the whole? So you have 2 equal pieces, but Makai will get 1 piece. He will get 1 of the 2 pieces. His friend will get the other piece. His friend will get 1 of the 2 pieces. So that is how you identify the fractional unit for a equal share. Let's try another one. He has a candy bar. He wants to share his candy equally with 2 other friends. How can he partition it? So we have Makai and his 2 friends. So they partition it into thirds. All right. So we know that his 2 friends are Landon and Kalia. All right. So what is my fractional unit? I know that my fractional unit would be 1/3. 1/3. Remember, the 3 will let you know how many equal pieces will make up your whole. How many equal pieces will make up your whole? So Makai will get 1/3, Landon will get 1/3, and Kalia will get 1/3. That is the fractional unit for the candy bar. Makai has a candy bar. He wants to share his candy equally with 3 other friends. How can he partition his candy bar? So he partitioned it already. And we know that if it is 4 equal pieces, we call that what? We call it fourths. Now, I want you to think about what fractional unit would symbolize Makai's share of the candy bar. 1/4. We know that the 4 will let me know how many equal pieces are in the candy bar. All right, so Makai will get 1/4. His friend will get 1/4. His second friend will get 1/4. And his last friend will get 1/4. Milton wants to share his pizza with 2 other people. How can he partition his pizza? So he already partitioned it into 3 equal pieces. And we know that 3 equal pieces, 3 equal shares, is called what? It is called thirds. And the fractional unit that Milton will receive for his pizza would be 1/3. His next friend will get the other third, and his other friend will get the other third. Milton now wants to share his pizza with 3 other people. How can he partition the pizza? I want you to think about how can he partition his pizza. Just like that. He can partition his pizza just like that. And what do we call it when we have 4 equal shares? We call that fourths. What is the fractional unit that Milton will have for his slice of the pizza? He will have 1/4. His friend will have 1/4. His other friend will have 1/4. And lastly, they will have 1/4 as well. Dakota wants to share her cake with another person. How can she partition her cake? Just like that. And she partitioned her cake in halves. She partitioned it in halves. What about this cake? How could she, what fractional unit did she partition it into? She partitioned it into fourths. She did. And what is the fractional unit? 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. What about this cake? 3 equal shares. 3 equal shares, we call that thirds. What is the fractional unit? 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. All right, guys. So I hope that you were able to learn how to identify equal shares as fractions. I want you to continue to follow us on YouTube, QEA second grade. QEA second grade. Please, please, please look at the videos as they will help you to navigate around the word problems, okay? And the different areas that we are going to use in to prepare you for third grade. All right. I love you. Whoa, whoa. There we go. All right. I love you guys.